Want to live your life a quarter mile at a time? Nah, forget that. Leave that to the movies. Out here at the Airstrip, that's just not fast or far enough for these guys. For 2 days in late June, speed, exhaust, and horsepower brought together 110 drivers, 3,000 spectators, and some of the fastest streetcars in the United States to the thin air of Colorado Springs. Oh, and on top of that, it all took place at a working commercial airstrip. This is the inaugural Pikes Peak Airstrip Attack, presented by Revolution and Shift Sector. Ryan Randalls, founder and editor of Revolution.com, looked at what Shift Sector had done with similar events in California. He then had a vision of uniting the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb with his own unique event to create a truly special week in Colorado Springs.
Basically what we're an automotive enthusiast community and blog. We cover some really high-profile events and things like that, and we've been all around the country. All around the country, we also have a couple international constituents that help cover these events, and basically we kept seeing this trend pop up over and over again. And what it was these high-speed, half-mile, side-by-side roll races, and also there's you have the quarter-mile drags. Well, now you have the half-mile drags, you have the mile drags as well. Well, there was nothing like that here in Colorado. And we started, through those travels, through covering all those different events, we ran into these guys here at Shift Sector and out of California, and they basically just absolutely killed it. I mean, we've been to a few different ones, and these guys really took it up to the next notch, the next level. They saw the potential in it, and they were capitalizing on it. Basically, we saw an opportunity to bring it back here, and our involvement with the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb really made that feasible. So I approached Lincoln Floyd with the hill climb, good buddy of mine, good friend, and we kind of started just shooting this idea back and forth about bringing back Pikes Peak Speed Week. And it was like, yeah, us from a media standpoint, what's a great idea, of course, but then also, actually adding a little bit of level of promo and bringing our own event to the mix. So the answer was Pikes Peak Airstrip Attack, and bringing these guys out from Shift Sector who've done it 5 times already, hugely successful events every time, no issues. Bring them out, help them get the logistics down, run the event, be part of it. And with all the support from Tom Osborne, Mayor Bach, and all the different parties involved, we were able to make this happen. And that was a huge step for us, because this is the first time in the country that an event of this size has ever happened on a primary commercial service airport. So we're setting precedents here. We're really moving in the right direction, which is really cool.
Once the idea took hold, the event started to take shape. But it wasn't an easy process.
From initial idea for the entire event to come together, it basically took, anywhere about 8 months. From initial idea, just kind of like planting the seed to, it really was a political move. It had to come from the top down, and getting mayor support, Mayor Bach support, getting Tom Osborne support and the committee members over at the Sports Corp. That was basically the turning point for this event. So once we got everybody on board, it really worked out.
Eventually, the pieces came together and the event became reality. But this isn't just a bunch of cars racing each other for pride. There's more than that on the line due to the setup of the event.
The structure of the event basically breaks down like this. It's two different days. Both days are fully open fun runs. What you'll notice is that it's structured in the sense that, yeah, you got to come out here pre-grid and then you head out down and you get lined up and you gear down the road. But the reality of it, it's extremely informal, and that's the beauty of it. Anybody can match up with anybody they want. They can go for trap speed or they can go for roll races. So the way that the 2 different days work is there's 2 different competitions, a trap speed competition on Friday, as well as a grudge roll race competition, which is what we have going on right here on Saturday night. So the way it breaks down is, for trap speed, you have a half-mile, you have a full half-mile that you have to start from a dig, which is just a dead standstill. Those guys basically rock out they basically launch their cars, just like you would at a quarter-mile drag. You launch your car, you go for your top speed as fast as you possibly can get. So we take those times, and the fastest times of the day for Friday, those are our trophy competitors, those are our winners. And then for Saturday, we have a couple more hours of qualifying, and then everybody's trap speed is put into a bracket, and just like an NCAA tournament, a bracket is established. So, and that's what we're in the middle of right now, man. It's fun.
Although speed is the goal to anyone interested in racing, this event allows anyone to see just how fast they can go, all while doing it in a controlled environment.
It kind of brings back that street feel, because it's like, you know, when you're out on the streets and you're doing the things you shouldn't be doing, you know, it's like you get that adrenaline rush, and you know what these guys are always chasing after. Well, we put them in a safe position. We allow them to actually do that in a safe, legal environment, and that's what that all kind of hits back on, is the grudge races. So a lot of these guys come out here specifically for that.
For all the drivers involved, it is a truly unique event, and the drivers from Colorado feel fortunate to have it in their backyard.
This is actually the first event of this magnitude, I suppose. Like, we, you know, have a major airport wing shut down for us to come out and drag.
It's a really good opportunity for a lot of the guys that have really fast street cars that want to actually open them up legally. You know, it gives us an opportunity to come out here, and it gives us an outlet to, you know, have some fun, get together, eat some good food, have some good racing, and it's overall just a really great day and a good experience.
Well, I've been getting into road racing, which you wouldn't expect with this car, but that's kind of what I like, are top speed events. And I've done a couple in different parts of the country, and I was just pretty excited that this was happening here in town, so I signed up and be ready to come out and give it a go.
We're out here to have fun, have a good time, to see what it'll do. You know, we're local guys, local business owner, and this is a good way to kind of experience the Colorado scene. It's the first time that this type of racing's ever been to Colorado, so it's, you know, we're pretty excited about it.
Actually, I was looking forward to it when I first saw it on Facebook, actually. I'm pretty stoked that, you know, get to run a half mile on the Airstrip. You know, what more can you ask for?
Being able to come out to something like this is something not everyone gets to do, especially not run or anything like that. So, yeah, it's been pretty wild.
But this event isn't limited to just drivers from Colorado. Cars from all over the country have descended on Colorado Springs to show what they've got under the hood and at the wheels.
We have people from East Coast, West Coast. I think we have a few people that came down from Canada, so it should be it's a huge turnout, really huge turnout.
You know, it's awesome because we have some of the country's fastest cars out here. You know, this is our first year event. We have a lot of support from a lot of different people. A lot of the guys that are coming out of California are bringing their A game. You have all of English Racing, Lucas English with the shop car. You have Austin with his slew of exotics and different cars. And you also have a lot of local guys that are really tearing it up. Nobody up at the 1,800 wheel horsepower level, but you know, that's kind of the beauty of this event, is that we want it to turn into a national affair. We want people to come out and really be part of this. And you know, the competitor level is something that Colorado is not really used to. So bringing all those different competitors here in one place is really what this event's all about.